Hello, Miss Zed, back for another Batmobile review. Like I said, I posted my Batman and Robin Batmobile review. And I said, since I was bored today, it's raining outside, nothing really to do. And I got about 15 minutes before my class. So I figure I would post this bad boy up for you. This is the Batman Forever electronic Batmobile, released in 1995 to tie in with the surprise summer blockbuster Batman Forever, starring Val Kilmer. Now, this is probably one of the more interesting Batmobiles to ever be released, just because of the design of it. You really would not think of this as a Batmobile. This would be like something they probably would have released for their Aliens or Predator line. Just look at the design of it. It's kind of got like an open chassis design with grooves and ridges. You see the engine detailing and everything like that. I mean, the only way you know that this is a Batmobile is just the fact that it's in the movie. You see Batman drive it, and it's got the fins. The trademark, Batman fins. And another thing that sets this apart and makes it a very high prize for collectors is its light-up feature. Like I said, it's electronic. It's got a light-up feature. There's this little button right here. Little gray button. You press, and the car lights up. It's got a very bright light bulb under the car, and it's supposed to light up, I guess, blue, but it really doesn't, just because the light bulb itself is just so bright. And the plastic isn't as opaque, so it comes out more like a yellowish-greenish hue. And the actual cockpit, the driver's seat, lights up too. Don't remember ever that happening in the movie, but there it is. And this kept up with the traditional Kenner's use of adding other gimmicks not featured in the movie. You flip up these little tail fins here, and they call it the like pop open machine guns that pretend fire. And much like the other Batmobiles. Other Batmobiles, the movie, in the Batmobile, the tail fin, the largest tail fin, can actually open and close manually for, I don't know what they call it, pursuit mode or what. The design of the Batmobile is crap. A lot of people call this the worst Batmobile ever. They wanted the car. Schumacher felt that the car itself is alive. It's a character within itself. So the design itself is supposed to incorporate it as a living, breathing thing. Well, that's usually what an engine does, doesn't it? But it just doesn't look like a Batmobile. A lot of people hated this car, and for good reason. I remember as a kid, I liked it. I thought it was cool, and I was upset when Jim Carrey blew it up. But then, as an adult, I'm like, good riddance, it was a crappy car. And another thing in the movie, that I wish they could have interpreted in the movie. The bat symbols are stationary. They don't move. Only the tires. When the tires spin, this remains stationary. I can't exactly tell you why the design of it is. I'm guessing because they didn't want to up the cost by adding too many parts, so they figured, hey, kids won't care. Well, you know what I do? And it also has a launching missile feature as well. This becomes a long-range missile. Press this little gray tab right here, silver gray, and pow! It fires. So the overall design of the car is it's a jumbled mess. It does not say Batman at all when you're looking at this car. This is like something the Predator would have drove around in on his home planet. But the features, and Kiefer, get down, and the features themselves are what elevate this as a fun toy and a collector's item. I mean, lights up, one firing missile, two pretend play machine guns that fold up, and the opening tail fin. Kids will love it. Collectors of all Batmobiles would definitely want it just because it is unique, because it is the only electronic Batmobile Kenner has ever released. And will you get down? So, that's it. I'm probably going to stick away from Batmobiles just because it's like I have some really good cars and I don't want to, I mean, I have the Jet Blade, I have the Bat Hammer, I have the animated series Batmobile, I have the Begins Batmobile, I have the Dark Knight Batmobile. I mean, I have a lot of Batmobiles. But when I started off with these reviews, I wanted to review some of my collection that had never been seen on YouTube before. Or just some, rarities that I felt should be on YouTube, along with some of my favorite collections. So, I don't know what I'm going to be reviewing next, but I'm going to stick away from Batman at the moment. But, yeah. Hood'em is Zed and Kiefer signing off.